the episode 4 of Strings and More. I am Jaymie, your average everyday knitter, and this is Shanna.
Above and beyond everyday knitter. I'm Shanna from Lambstrings Yarn, owner and dyer, and
This is our podcast.
This is our podcast. You can find us on social media. You can find me as Lambstrings Yarn on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me on Ravelry as Lambstrings. And you should join our Strings and More podcast Ravelry group.
Oh yes, our new group,
which we made last week, and we have there's some giveaway stuff on there for you guys. So please go to Ravelry and join us and answer our questions. We'll talk about them later. So
and introduce yourselves in
and
introduction start.
Introduce yourselves, answer our questions, win some stuff. You want to win stuff. It's good stuff.
Yes. All right, and you can find me at I'm JaymieM on Ravelry, and on Instagram I'm LeslieJeanKnits, and we'll have everything.
Yeah, everything will
below.
be
At the end.
yeah, underneath here. When you're ready, you can scroll down and you can catch all our stuff while we talk about it. And actually, I think Seth was showing me there is a way that I can put it at the bottom. I keep saying, well, this is episode 4, and I keep saying, like, there's no way for me to put the information on the bottom, but I think there is. So if you see it down there and during this podcast, then great.
Show up.
Yeah, that means I figured it out. And if you don't, then it'll be at the end, and it'll also be underneath you here at the bottom in our show notes. So yeah, let's
Well, what would you like to talk about this?
I
First
think
and
we
get
should.
it out of the way.
Last episode was the week before the season finale of Game of Thrones, which we spoiled a little bit from the second to last episode for you.
So are we gonna spoil any
No,
now?
I don't want to spoil
we won't
it.
talk about it.
Like
it was very good. That's
it was
what
good.
We'll say.
The
It was
season
very
finale,
good.
like this one's like serious, so we cannot spoil this for you.
Yeah.
But holy profanity!
A lot of
it
shockers.
was
oh my god,
awesome. So good lord, like get on it, watch it. If you haven't watched it, no excuses. Like, oh, I haven't gotten around to it. No, this needs to happen. You need to watch it. End of story. End of story. So, last week the Jaymie had a surprise for me, and it was
Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah, it was the Funko blind boxes.
Yay.
So what she was saying last week was that she had bought an extra one for herself that she opened. Yeah, there he is right there. Meaning that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5.
Yeah, we had 5 people that watched the show with all together. So we had 5 other boxes. Jaymie just bought like an extra one for herself. So I have to show you what we got, because clearly
we all
this
got
was awesome,
someone different.
but we all got somebody different,
people.
which never happens with these blind boxes. If you weren't with us last week, basically a blind box is a little box. In every series of figurine like this corresponds with a show or something. We get the Game of Thrones series. This was a new series with brand new people in it, and you just keep buying them until you have like the complete series. On the box it shows you what you can and can't get, and what the chances of each one that you get are. So you're always going to double up. What's great about the way that we do it is like myself and my fiance each get our own box, but really it's like I'm getting 2 boxes. And
well, it's like Ron and I.
Yeah,
it's like getting 2 boxes.
And Ron get their own separate boxes, but really it's like they're getting 2. So we have to show you what we got, because I was so excited about these, and even though that's not what this podcast is about, we forgot to say what this podcast is about. It's really about knitting and yarn and bags and stuff and fun, but we have to start with this. So this will be the last time we start with this until 10 months from now, when we watch Game of Thrones again. So can we show you what we got?
Yeah.
What we got? We got...
people.
Oh my god, these are the best ones. We got the best ones. And
totally
Matt, who is he got a White Walker, like
the king of the White Walker.
The king of the White Walker. He got the Night King. Anyway, I got my favorite. I can't believe I'm so excited. I got Tormund. Oh my god! And at home, I have Brienne. So he sits next to Brienne on the shelf because they're in love. They have their love affair.
Wait, if you put it up here. Oh no.
I know.
It's even worse. Nah.
I know, you really can't see him.
You can see his mean little eyes.
I got Tormund. Like, I was like, I freaked out. I freaked.
You
Actually,
can keep them up there. I just wanted to see if you could get there.
yeah, actually, I think Seth got Tormund. One of us got this one, and one of us got Sam.
He's so cute, little
Like,
Sam.
look at how innocent. Like, Sam. Right?
And we got, I think Ron got Tyrion.
Yeah, and Tyrion's in every series.
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
been in
like
every
dressed
series.
differently. So like, in the first one, I think he was like regular. It was like regular Tyrion, and then in the second one was something else.
He's
the second
got
one,
the
he
scar,
got the scar.
and I think he's holding up an axe. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
so
so
that
this
was the
one.
Battle of Blackwater.
Yeah.
Right?
So he's in every one of them.
So now
which
this is
cool.
his outfit when he goes to meet Daenerys.
Mhm.
And so, yeah. And then we got Ferris.
Who looks like Stewie from Family Guy.
From the back, right? It's
Right?
Stewie!
Like, I feel like I mean,
He
I'm
looks
really
very grumpy, though. I feel like
Stewie
he
could
never looks this grumpy
look
in
like
the show.
I know. Well, he's supposed to look like sneaky,
I don't know. Is it sneaky?
like sneaky. Like
He kind of looks sneaky.
he looks like angry Stewie to me.
Angry Stewie.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so you know, we're just gonna keep buying them. I think.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, if we get new ones, we'll still show you guys. But like, come on now, how cool!
They're
I think
fun.
we should just buy them. Like we should buy them every month, and then when the season premiere of like next year, and we have like 30 of them, like we should just keep buying them and not opening them.
Oh my god. And
Keep
then,
buying
like,
them and
open
not
them all.
Open them all at once and have like a high, like a crazy high.
Alright. Tell me honestly, would you be able to wait?
No, I mean, yeah, like I would have ones that were designated for the reveal, and then like I would have to be buying like extra ones for myself, which is cheating, because I'm gonna double up on whatever.
Yeah.
You know what though? They make them for so many like different. Like they have Game of Thrones, and then they have like Big Bang Theory ones, and they have
Yeah, we have a few of the Big Bang Theory.
yeah
They have Disney.
They have Disney ones. So like really like they have a horror movie one, so like it's like a whole bunch of horror films, like different ones. So like I have which really does, I mean they're not all horror movies, but I have Beetlejuice from that series, and I have The Crow from that series and stuff. So really we could buy the Game of Thrones ones, and then I could buy an extra one for myself that's from a different series. So I don't feel like I'm losing out.
I'm starting to get some of the big ones.
Yeah.
So I've got like Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
Yeah.
The bigger.
The bigger ones.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's so cool. Anyway, let's
Yarn.
let's go into what this podcast is really about.
So we're gonna start off with some finished objects for you guys.
Yeah, our
to
finished
see.
objects this week. And I feel like every week I'm trying to like have a finished object like ready every week. But I don't have any new ones. Mine are like
Well, that's mine.
cheat every week too. I have an old one every week.
I feel like you have to. I mean,
Yeah.
we can't. You work. I have kids. We can't just pop out something like in one week unless it's maybe a hat. Sometimes.
Which I almost finished from last week. I was like I'm going to finish this, but I didn't block it. I wasn't going to be able to block it, so I figured I'll work on a couple of
For
things.
next week.
So how many finished objects do you have?
Two.
And I have 2 also. So,
You go first. I went first last time.
you did?
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
started off. If not, it doesn't matter.
One of my finished objects is a hat.
A beautiful hat.
It's the Barley hat by TinCanKnits, and I think it's free. I know I said that. I said that one time, and it
yeah,
wasn't.
it is because I have it too. It's
yeah,
free.
this one's definitely free.
free.
And
Which is always nice.
and you know what? I got to tell you, like this hat was so like easy, right? You know, like I don't want to say easy, like if you're, but it was easy, and it flew off the needles, and it really like came out good. Like, this is one of those hats that's like flattering on everybody and blah blah blah. And like I keep knitting hats like that, but you need hats like that in your wardrobe, right? I think I made this one like extra slouchy.
Yeah, because I think usually they're more fitted.
They're more
when you look at
fitted. You can make it like a skull cap, but I think I knitted like an extra inch on this one because I really like that like kind of slouch look on it. And I did have another mod on the increases, but I can't remember exactly how I did it. So it's on my Ravelry project page if you want to go there and see the mods. I mean, it's not really like it's that much. I think I added a couple of extra stitches like as I was increasing. But so this is on Lambstrings yarn, the Ewetopia worsted, which is 100% superwash merino, and this is in the tarnish colorway, which is one of my favorites.
I like it too.
And when this colorway was like a lot of trial and error, and then I finally got it to like how I wanted it. But it's like mainly some like yellowish gold with some like lavender and purple in there to kind of offset it, and then it's got like this charcoal glaze. So the charcoal mixes with the yellow and with the purple, so it kind of makes like this like dirty green.
It's nice.
Kind of color.
What call it?
It doesn't sound very good, but it does. It looks really, really good. So hopefully the color is going to come out on that. And this is how it knits up. You know, I show you guys a lot of Lambstrings yarn, but I happen to use a lot of it because I honestly really love it. And also, I'm always curious as to how it's going to swatch up, because people always ask me, how is this going to knit up? Is this going to be variegated? Is this going to be stripy? Blah, blah, blah. And I hate to say, I don't know, you know. I mean, I can't test every single yarn that I make, but if they're, you know, if they're dyed similarly, I can sort of tell you. But a lot of times I just want to see. I'm like, I want to see what it's going to look like. I'm curious. You know, speaking of dyeing, like we have, oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. We have other stuff.
We'll
we have,
talk
like,
about that
yeah,
later.
we have new stuff. So that's mine, and maybe I'll wear this for a little while because I like it so much. And it's breezy today. It's hot, but it's breezy today, so I don't feel like we're not sweltering.
No, yeah, it's actually nice out. It's
yeah.
The wind. It really cools things off.
So it's windy. So like it's gonna be like this. Jamie's gonna be talking, and I'm gonna be like, I conditioned today, so it should be soft. Yay! Even a soft hand.
And I know you don't smell.
My God, I had first of all, I had the worst week, but I don't even want to go into that because it was this week was so upsetting. Not to be like so negative, it was a bad week. But to add to the bad week,
downer.
I know. I had like, it was just a bad morning. It was just like in addition to the bad week. Besides whatever bad morning, I knew that I forgot something. I come from my house to Jamie's house, which is literally a 4-minute drive.
Yeah. You're real close.
But it's like, you know, my fiance just like drops me off here, and like it's not like I can just like be like, oh, I forgot something, I have to go back and get it, and blah blah blah. So once I'm here, I'm here. And of course it wasn't until I got like into the driveway that I was like, I bought this new shirt this week, which is like so pretty. It's like a little slit in the back. Ooh. You saw my love handles? They're there. So I bought this really cool shirt this week, and I was like, I'm going to wear this for the podcast, and blah, 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 and it's going to be hot, I know it, and go back. I got here. We just got right into the driveway, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't shave under here, like, all week. And, like, I knew I was wearing this. I was wearing this when I left the house. I knew that, like, I'm going to go like this and whatnot. So I'm like, I said to Seth, I was like, oh my God, I totally didn't shave my pits. That means I can't, like, move. I'm going to have to ask Jaymie to, like, borrow an extra razor and then buy her a new one. And then, as I'm saying all this, I'm like, I didn't put on deodorant either. Like, I just
so
neglected my armpits this morning. Like, 100%. How gross. So Jaymie was to rescue.
I was very nice.
I got in the house and I was like, oh, you had the worst morning. And she's like, what's the matter? And I was like, I didn't shave my pits and I didn't put on deodorant. Like, I'm just, it's disgusting and needy. And like, do you have these things for me? How did we get on the subject of that? Already, I forgot.
Because I told you don't smell.
I don't smell because Jaymie gave me deodorant. All that so we could tell you that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jamie's got an info.
Yeah,
Want to hear about it? I'm sure you don't want to hear about
we
my
talked
armpits.
about it a little bit last week. This is Spun Sugar.
Oh yes, this was
by
the one.
Elena. I'm gonna say your last name wrong. I think it's Nodel or Nodel. But so like
this is
got
the one.
These cool cables on the side. This is the one that you wanted to make yourself.
Yeah, this is the one that comes in like 30 different sizes, which is awesome. Like
I think I messed up like the top of the circles. I don't think I did it right.
I see something here, but who cares?
Yeah, but they still look good enough. My daughter's gonna wear it like 2 seasons and mess it up. And it's got
she's gonna grow out of it,
pockets, which she loves. Anything that has pockets now, it's got a pocket, mommy.
I can put all my toys in here and
she picked out the color. It's Knitpicks Wool of the Andes Superwash, and this is Fairy Tale,
which is a really nice color.
The back, it's ribbed across the back.
How cool, right?
It's such a cool construction. You knit it like all this top piece like in a
Like a yoke?
Yeah, it's something I had never done before.
Okay.
So
But not like
I'm
a
trying to
raglan.
remember. No, it's not like you have to pick up.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I know
pick
what
up
you
around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it flows in the back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
maybe that
flowy
doesn't
in
make
the
sense
back.
to you guys.
So there's the whole
The
thing
construction
here.
is cool. And
She's I forget what size this is. This is the 4-year-old, I think.
she was just wearing it. We sat down to podcast, and we were all ready finally,
Yep.
and like idiots. We podcast on Saturdays, and it takes a while to upload this stuff, so you guys might not get anything until Sunday. So we're always gonna talk about it's Saturday. So like idiots, we're like nobody else wants to be outside. As soon as we sat down, the neighbors started weed whacking. Literally, we're sitting
We
there
had
for
to
like
wait a
40 minutes. So she put it on, and she was like, "Aunt Shanna, this is mine," and she's rubbing it on me and stuff. She loves it. And
She likes her hand knits. She does.
loves her hand knits.
Caleb's like the opposite. He wants a scarf.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's got not much else, but he won't wear sweaters and stuff. So
You know what?
he's getting picky with his clothes and starting to get his style.
Yeah.
And
Which, I mean, he wore a Wolverine costume all morning.
oh yeah, all morning he was Wolverine.
His style.
That's his style. But it's funny. You'd think he would wear the superhero shirts and stuff around. If it's not PJs, he won't wear it. It's got to be solid. He likes black. He wears black.
He's a smart kid, though.
Yes. He wants me to paint his walls black. The only
yeah.
clothes color he wants to wear is black.
You know what? I always wanted my bedroom black growing up, and now that I'm in my 30s, guess what color my bedroom is? Because we have an apartment. The bedroom's black. And my fiance and I always wanted our rooms black, and Mommy always said no because it'll make the room look smaller. We care when we're kids. So as soon as we got the apartment, we were like, we're painting our bedroom black. That's it.
It is black. I've seen it.
Yeah, and
It's
you know
black.
what? Mommy, both our mommies were like, looks nice. Yeah, we know. Because black is cool.
Black is cool. Although
Yeah.
I never wanted a black room. I had my room color was green.
Yeah.
You had a green
I had
room
green
too.
growing up too. Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse. It was like living in a giant booger.
So, but this is Anna's favorite. Anna's purple and pink. And
Yeah, I
her
mean-
room is pink, and she's happy with it.
And Knitpicks, I don't know. Knitpicks is okay. Their pink colors are nice.
It's priced well.
Yeah, it's
So,
priced well, but
for
they're
children's things
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I knock them. There's Precocia, Knitpicks Precocia, that new single ply. It's like that new single ply merino wool. That's nice. But their pinks are nice.
Yeah,
I'm
this
not a pink
is
person.
Crazy
pink.
magenta.
Yeah, it's like pink. I bought a pink color from them to
It
do a
glows.
sweater that I'll show in the fall, more closer to the fall. A sweater that I designed, and I did it in a Bordeaux colorway. It was nice. I was like, I
They
would
do.
wear
They
this.
have a lot of nice colors.
Yeah.
But anyway, the pattern goes up to 14 years. I think
Yeah.
I said 12 last
It's
time. 14. A 14-year-old. My 14-year-old niece is bigger than I am. So really, if you wanted to, you could just buy, if you have a child you want to make it for and yourself,
Yeah.
and you're not,
Is there any differences in the way it looks from the child to adult?
not much. I mean, I really didn't study it that much.
Yeah.
But, it looked pretty much the same construction.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think of a 14-year-old girl, they're basically shaped like a woman already.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
It's
Or at least they are on Long Island. There's something.
Yeah, on
there's
Long
something
Island
in the
they are.
water here. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, so that goes up. That's got a lot of from 12 months to 14 years old. So it's got a lot of sizes in there. It's good.
I have another older FO. And I want to say something about this because I've had this FO for a while, and this is one of the colors that I did. I was playing around with colors, and I wasn't really sure how much I loved it, and I made 2, and I kept 1 because I wanted to see how it would come out, and it came out okay. This is so first, this is the Alaria shawl by Leah Thibault. That's the back. It's a lacy shawl. I know, right?
blowing?
The wind. Oh, it's coming out nice.
Oh, yeah, you can see
Wow.
it nice.
Okay, so this is the Alaria shawl. And it's a basic lacy shawl. I ended it early because I ran out of yarn. So I just cast off. I didn't even finish the lace panel. So The actual shawl has like points, you know, like points at the bottom. But I still really liked it. I still think it came out really cool. I'm going to put a photo of the original right here. And the original is absolutely gorgeous. She in like that green color. It's so beautiful. But I did this on Lambstrings Ewetopia fingering, which Jaymie had made your dangling conversations with that, with the beaded last week, if you saw last week. And last week I was saying, oh, you know, that I discontinued the yarn, and that if you want it, you can contact me. It's 100% superwash merino, and it's been so long since I've used it. I don't know what the yardage is. A little over, I think like 400 and I don't know.
400 and something.
Yeah, it's listed on Etsy. I still have some on Etsy, but it's a very light fingering weight, like loose twisted yarn. So officially I discontinued it. There is still some available on my Etsy shop, like while it lasts. And I was saying that, like I said, I was saying that if you want it, you can contact me and I'll get it for you and this and that. I think I'm actually going to do it as a made-to-order base. So I'll have it listed on my shop, and that'll be sometime this week. I have to have a shop update this week also. So as I do the shop update, I think I'm just going to make a made-to-order section because I don't have one. And I think I'm going to put this base on it because, sorry, dog, Sadie hair, my doggy hair. You know, it just wasn't selling, and it was just sitting around in the shop, and as soon as I said I was going to discontinue it, and I think it's because of the summer, people started to buy it. And also, it's a great base for weaving. It's a better base than my other ones for weaving because it's that light fingering. So, I know, I feel like I'm like flippy-floppy. I'm like flip-flopping on the issue, right? But look for it. Look for a made-to-order section for the Ewetopia fingering because it really does make a nice shawl. And it does right?
It is. It's nice and lightweight, and it just...
Yeah, I don't think that discontinuing it completely was a great decision. But, anyway, this is on the Siafu colorway, which this was, like, my first time making this color. So, and the fingering weight, like, I think I just like it better on the fingering weight than I like it on any of the other bases that I had. Please excuse the Sadie hair. I've worn this a few times, and it has picked up some dog hair. So I don't know if you can see it. It's like reds and oranges and some charcoaly golds. There's a little bit of green in there. On the other bases, it's not as colorful. It just doesn't soak it up as well. The other bases tend to come out a little bit darker. But I think maybe I'm just gonna get more of this and see what I can do with it. This is a really great fall color base. I'm gonna take this out again.
That one is.
As we continue to do the podcasts weekly or bi-weekly or however we can work it out, I'll take this out again in the fall, so you guys will see this again. But I really liked knitting this shawl. I didn't think I was going to. It was a lot of lace. But this was a really fun knit. Whatever the yardage is on the pattern that she lists, if you're going to do the Alaria shawl, get more yards. Just like go a little overboard with your yardage because I ran out quick and my gauge is tight and I ran out.
I'm gonna confess something. Do you ever check gauge for a shawl? Because I never knit a test swatch for a shawl.
I knit
Never.
I'll swatch it if I have just enough that it calls for. So like a lot of times designers will say like it calls for like one ball of Madeline Tosh, whatever, like 420 yards. I always assume that they don't use the entire thing, but they're giving it to you for safety, but just get more anyway. The size of the shawl never matters because it doesn't have to fit you. But if you're like just like enough yardage that they say to have, then I swatch because I'm like, I'm going to run out. I know I'm going to run out. I
never do.
So, but that's the only time I really swatch for shawls or towels or stuff like that. Hats I swatch because my noggin is tiny. I think I knit like the largest kid size. For the Barley hat, she's got like kids to adult sizes also. And I think I wound up knitting like the largest kid size. Because...
For your tiny head.
My tiny head. My head, regular adult size, like smalls hats are always like 20 inches. And I'm like, that's like just the size of my head. So if I knit to 20 inches on the ribbing, it just falls right off because you stretch it, I block everything and it stretches and I'm like, oh, that's down the drain. So, yeah.
Oh, is your hat going to fly away?
Yeah, or I go
Looks
down a
like
needle
a blend.
size. Like for my hats, I just go down a needle size on the brim.
Yeah.
'Cause actually, I should bring, next time I'm going to bring a hat that I designed, for a regular size hat, but of course it didn't fit me, and I threaded through some elastic,
I think I remember you telling me that.
yeah, I threaded through some like elastic in the brim, and it fits me perfectly, so I think I'll bring that next time and show you guys how I did that. It'll be like a nice little how-to to add to our stuff. So, yeah, you have another FO. I'm done. I'm done with FOs until later. I have one more for later.
Right. So this is Smocked by Jenny Wiebe. And you see the nice smocking in the front there.
Isn't that cool?
Again, another sweater for my daughter.
I love that. I showed them the in the back too.
All
And
right,
those puff
the back-
sleeves are adorable.
Yeah, little puff sleeves.
Yeah.
The back, I messed up. It's supposed to have 3 buttons, but I somehow missed where you were supposed to put the middle button. So it's only got 2, but you know what? It's in the back. It's on the shoulder.
It still looks
She's
cute.
not going to care.
She's gonna grow out of it,
Yeah.
but you know,
And then, hi, stay
there she
inside.
is. She's making faces. She wants to come out.
So,
She's like, "That's my sweater."
this was Knitpicks Wool of the Andes, dyed by my mom. We were having fun dyeing.
Yeah,
some
Jamie's been
yarn.
dying, and she's.
My mom has since given it up. She dyed this colorway and I think one other, and she's like, I don't have time for this. She's
You
like,
either love to dye stuff or you hate to dye
Yeah.
it. It's
So I mean,
like
I
very.
think
It's like
she
spinning.
liked
I think.
it. She found it interesting. I have since made this colorway. I figured out what she did, and I've
Did you?
yeah,
So you're good.
I figured it out.
Jamie's good.
And because I liked it, I am not all a pink person. My daughter loves pink. But I like this. It's like almost like it's subdued. You know,
Mhm.
it's.
You know why? So it's
It's
two.
almost like a granny. I feel bad saying that, but like you think like a grandma.
It's
I think of my
like-
grandma when I think of this. I don't know.
it's-
It's like a sub. Go ahead. I keep cutting you off.
And I keep saying that I'm like the biggest interrupter on the planet, and I'm always like and I go like that. 2016's color of the year is Rose Quartz and Serenity, which is basically that.
Oh,
So
what the hell color is Serenity?
like a blue,
Oh,
like baby blue. I mean, I don't know.
rose quartz. I could kind of envision
Yeah.
what that probably looks like, but
It's pink, but
Serenity.
it's like a slightly, ever so slightly dusty pink.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
like
baby
dusty
pink. Yeah, dusty enough not to be considered a baby pink. So these are like so in right now, you
It's
guys.
so in.
This is like so 2016 Pantone color of the year.
Oh God.
But people are liking that color. I'm not really a big fan of like the baby's colors for an adult.
Yeah.
Not even for a baby. I do like that.
Yeah, I like this too. But also with this
It's like
is
like mauvey, like a little mauvey.
the pattern is
I'm
3
gonna-
months to 8 years, and it could be a shirt or a dress. She has it written out for both.
Really?
Yeah, and
Is
I
it-
wanted a shirt, so I made her.
Is it
shirt.
just a length change or does it A-line?
It aligns with that?
Oh,
for
that's
the
really
dress,
cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
the shirt. Yeah, I think the shirt was just straight up knitting,
Yeah.
and then the dress would be A-lining it.
Yeah, I guess like an optional, like you to the point and it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
optional increases. That's cool. I
So-
like that. I like
And I
that
wanted the
versatile
shirt.
pattern.
So,
I like
and
when
got
you
the shirt.
I like when you get a pattern and it's like 2 in 1. Like
Yeah,
I had
that's
a few that were
always-
2 in
it's
1.
always nice.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know that. Funny story. I wasn't supposed to knit this. My grandma was going to knit this for my daughter. She was all excited about it because my mom and my grandma, they sew a bit, and they've done the smocked dresses sewing, which I think is crazy. It seems like a lot of work.
I have no
don't know.
idea.
I
wish I really
made pillows.
wanna sew.
I made pillows. I want
think
to
we should
start
learn
making
together.
bags. We
Yeah.
should. You have a sewing machine, right?
I have a sewing machine that's like 10 years old, so
It'll work.
I don't know if I have to find out if they still sell parts for it, but like,
I think I have a Singer. It's just
It's-
fairly new. My mom got it for me 2 years ago.
I don't
think it's 2
know
years
where
old.
mine is. Like, as big as a sewing machine is, it's at my mother's, and I actually looked for it this week because I was like, I really want to like learn how to sew. I have a little bit more time on my hands right now, so I really want to learn how to sew, and
Should.
I can't find the sewing machine. I mean, it's like in a huge box. I can't find the sewing machine.
Did you look in the basement?
I did. I looked in the basement.
You can't find it.
We don't have an attic. It's like a loft above the garage. Like you have to climb a ladder to get up there, but it's technically an attic, and I have a feeling and a fear that it's up there.
Makes
Because I
sense
don't
to
want to
it.
go in.
Just make the man do it.
I might just make Seth go up there. He's gonna be like, he's not gonna know what he's looking for. Like a box, it's a sewing machine.
It's a white box.
Yeah. Well, it's in a cardboard box. Like it's in the original box.
Well, does it have a big picture of a sewing machine?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I look for the sewing machine because I'm really want to learn how to sew.
We've got to make some bags. I think bags would be fun to make.
I want to make clothes.
I want to make clothes too, yeah.
Yeah, I want to make like
your own shirts and stuff. I see people, I follow people who make their own pants and dresses. And I want to make my own clothes.
People, like other podcasters that I follow, they make it's like one dress pattern and they make like a million dresses and they just like mess around with it a little bit and they're gorgeous and I just want to learn how to sew. I think that'd be so cool. So cool. We need another obsession.
By the next podcast. No.
Yeah, right. We'll be pros. 1 week.
1 week.
Count it down. I don't know. I just think that I just want to make all the things. I think that's the problem. I just want to make everything.
Yeah, I think both of us have dabbed a little bit in almost
everything. Yeah. Especially
we're both very.
I've been, we both have art degrees, which is how we met. I don't know. If it's your first time joining us, then we should reintroduce ourselves. And if you're coming back, then thanks. We forgot to say that too.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming back. So we both have art degrees, and we're both really crafty. I've worked in a craft store for over 10 years, and the problem with working in a craft store is that you have access to new products as they come off the truck, and you kind of just are you really do play this one's for the shelf. You find the product that you like, and you're like, one for the shelf, one for my purchase today, and you wind up buying everything. But we need another obsession. I want to get obsessed with fabric. Why not?
It works.
If we can't, right? Something else to spend our money on. My God. Anyway.
Well, hey, we could be buying drugs, right? At least we're not.
It might be cheaper.
Drugs, actually, it might be.
Probably cheaper.
It's so horrible. It might be cheaper.
Yeah, addictive drugs are cheaper.
Worse for us, though. Drugs.
We wouldn't look this good.
No.
And that's what it's really about. Let's watch me whip.
Ooh,
we should talk about whip. Are we done with that pose?
Yes.
Let's talk about whips.
I didn't finish my story.
Oh, finish your story.
We started talking about sewing.
Interrupter. Interrupter.
No, it's okay. It's because we started talking about sewing. No, so yeah, my grandma was supposed to make it, and she got maybe up to the start of the smocking, and she couldn't do it. She's like, nope, I can't do it. So my mom took a look at the pattern, and my mom was like, I don't even want to try to do it. So they're like, Jaymie, you need to make it.
Don't you just wrap the stitches?
It was easy. I don't know. I don't know what she thinks.
It's almost like a cable, except you wrap the stitches.
My grandma keeps complaining that she's getting too old and she's losing her ability to knit. She's 86 now.
Yeah, she's going strong.
She's kicking it. She's doing good. She's
going strong.
I wasn't supposed to knit this, but then I did just to show people up.
Yeah.
It was easy. It was super easy.
Can't wait for your daughter to show you up on stuff. She's gonna be like, Mom,
I can't
seriously.
wait to teach her to knit soon.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna knit.
She is. She takes the yarn and she goes like this.
Yeah,
and she walks around with it, and then she tries to hide it from me, and I have to find it.
That's funny. You should put a little Anyway, I don't know. Let's talk about whips. I feel like we're
bullshitting.
Thanks if you're still hanging out with us. Then thanks. We're not even done with yarn yet. Okay, so whips.
All right, wait. We have to see how much time. 35 minutes. We're good.
Oh, that was only 30 minutes. We're fine.
We're good.
If you guys aren't still hanging on, then I don't know.
Let's see your whips, because my whip is the same as last week.
I'm gonna do mine the same as last week too.
Okay.
So last week, I've been going strong on this shawl. Working on the 3-color cashmere shawl by Locatelli for the Grocery Girls Summer Long Joji-Along. Which I'm having a lot of fun with this. Last week I knit this much, at the Progress Keeper, and you were like, oh my God, you got so far. I didn't get quite as far this week.
All right, good. Maybe I caught up to you.
Yeah, you probably did. Well, So, okay, so I still have it on super, super tiny cable needles, so I need to transfer it onto bigger ones so that next week I can actually show it to you in all its glory. So I'm gonna try to like I'm just worried that it's gonna
careful,
fall
it
off the
doesn't
needles.
slip
I know. So I got to the big color C portion of it. So I'm only working with this color right now, the Sexy Librarian on Lambstrings Tralala Sock, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And this is my progress keeper from last week. So I got like a few. I got to the color block, which was good. That's all I really wanted to do. That was my goal for the week. But I think this is coming along really, really well. I'm like excited about these colors.
They look good together.
Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm like, I know, right? This color here is Toasted, called Toasted. The gray is called Hydro Press, and then this like reddish, pinkish, orangish, fuchsia-ish mix is the Sexy Librarian, and I'm very pleased. All three of these colors are available in the shop right now, so go get them. I did sell a few of the Sexy Librarian this week, and I think I sold one Hydro Press, but I have them on different bases. I've got worsted, DK, give or take. I've got the single ply fingering. I've got this. So go see it, because I gotta tell you, now that I'm like really like knitting it up, it looks good. I'm like really happy with it. Tooting my own horn.
Yeah, the Sexy Librarian especially. It's so bright. Some of the pinks and the reds in it.
It's a really cool color.
It's like different shades of lipstick.
I know. Actually,
it is like...
I should write different shades of like it's when you testing lipsticks on your arm and you've got like 30 of them. It looks like that.
Shades of lipstick.
I like that.
I don't wear lipstick.
I know. It was a good way to put it, though. What a great way to put it. So, yeah, I really, really love this. Sorry, I know. I really love it. I'm gonna do this again. I really, really love this.
Toot toot. No.
Toot toot. Tooting the horn. Toot toot as the horn.
Stupid.
Not passing gas.
No, not passing
toot
gas.
Toot toot. My horn.
Your horn.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take a better picture of this and put it on Ravelry this week also, so that you could see like a nice clean like transition of colors on it. It's really, really cool. Even like the Hydro Press has like some of this gold in it.
And it's got some of the reds in it, and it ties it all in. It looks really
snap.
nice.
I'm like in love again.
Uh-huh.
I do most of my knitting indoors, and like I look at it and I'm like, I love it, and blah, blah, blah. And then when I take it outside, I'm like, oh my god, it's awesome.
It's like a whole new world.
It's like a whole new world. Like, you don't see a lot of those colors inside. So, so 3-color cashmere shawl, Hohi Locatelli. I'm going to say it again. If you haven't bought the shawl pattern and the cowl pattern, buy them together, because you buy one and you get the other one for 25% off. So I think she's still doing that. This is like the 3rd week in a row that I've mentioned that. But it's just a good deal. You have to get it, right? I mean, you guys should get some good deals while you're watching us, you know? And I had that. I took it out. I had it in the same bag I had from You So and So. Awesome bag. Actually, tomorrow is my birthday. And I hope that you guys were watching. From 2 episodes ago, I talked about, she has like a reward system. This is, her name is Sarah from yousoandso.com. She does these bags, and she has a reward system. So you sign up with her, and like on your birthday, you get rewards, and like if you refer a friend and your friend buys something, you get rewards. So they're called Sheepits. You get points. And tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm going to get Sheepits tomorrow. And she's having a shop update tomorrow.
Yay!
And I'm going to get a large one. I'm so excited. I'm getting another
What size is this?
freaking bag. This is the medium, which
Medium.
actually, it's good. It's a good size. I'm still really in love with this bag. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. The 3 colors that I was using for the shawl all fit in here. 1, 2, 3, all fit in. And the shawl, I give it a little while before the shawl is like just making it in there. So the shawl's going to get big, and I'm going to have to just start stuffing it in.
It would be good for like a hat or like socks.
Yes, thank you, Jane. I'm like it would be good for like smaller projects that need a couple of colors. Just still be good with it, but I just want the large because I want big. I'm like, okay.
You knit a bunch of sweaters. Do you think it would be big enough for a sweater?
I do.
Or,
I'm gonna do the Chuck sweater I was talking about last week with Quince & Co. And I think that's gonna go in that bag. that's a sweater size bag. This is like a shawl, hat, sock type bag.
Yeah.
So anyway, and they look really good in there, right? There's something about just the way that like the yarn goes in the bag and everything that just makes me so happy. This just makes me happy.
It's so cute.
Anyway, plugging along on that. This cowl, the Grocery Girls cowl, ends at the end of summer. So I have all summer to knit this, and I'll probably finish it in a couple of weeks.
All right.
What you got?
The same shawl from last week.
So what?
Alright, so I worked on this a lot in the beginning of the week and was psyching myself up and was like, I'm going to have this done by the end of the week if I keep going at this rate, which I would have if I kept it up. I did not keep it up. Well, my niece came in from Florida, so we've been spending a lot of time with them, and
That's more important than a shawl.
yeah, family's more important than a shawl. And we've just had a lot going on lately, so that took precedence, and this...
It looks like you need a larger cable needle too.
Yeah, I do.
We are
I've got a
we need
larger
to
one than
upgrade.
you, but
We got to upgrade.
This...
How cool though.
Alright, with this shawl, you work side to side. So I finished this side. It's the short rows, you know, you go back and forth. And then there's a little bit there. And now I am working on this side.
What's this shawl called?
This is the Alluna shawl by Anthony Casalena.
Casalena, yeah, yeah. I think that's
And
right.
this is for the Lolodidit Knit-Along. And this is in Lolodidit's yarn.
Look at
For
how
Easy Sock, or I think it was called Easy Sock.
yeah. Look at how and the yellow.
Yeah, how the color, you see that?
How it's pooling.
Yeah.
And
This
like a
is so
stripe
cool.
like that, which is so
I don't think
weird.
it happened on the. Did it happen on the top stripe? It didn't happen on this most recent stripe.
It happened down
but
here.
it happened down there. Yeah.
Right? And in a stripe, it's not so like we were talking about pooling, how it could be bothersome. Some people really like it.
In a stripe, it's cool.
In a
looking.
stripe, it's cool. Yeah.
Like, because it like fades in and out.
It gives it
so
some
cool.
depth. You can really see the depth instead of just like this jumble of color, which is awesome.
But yeah, the yellow, that's her Mustard's Last Stand.
Yeah, that's a nice color.
The gray is Coal Miner's Daughter, which any gray. Any gray is good.
Gray is good.
So, I don't have... Oops, I didn't get it in your coffee knit.
It's okay.
Sorry. I don't think I have that much more to go. I have this to finish. This, one more yellow stripe. Wait, I do have a bit more. I have another yellow stripe, another block of gray, and then it's like to the finish line. It's a big block of the yellow and then binding off.
But I really like that, like the short row, because like you finish a chunk, you feel like a sense of completion.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah.
you move on to the next one and you get a sense of
And
completion
you know what?
there.
It's when you look at the picture, it's such a long, it looks like a huge shawl.
It does. I'm going to insert a picture
But you
here.
knit it in like these little sections like
Yeah,
this, and
and
it
it-
doesn't feel so, you know, this is already getting long. I can't even stretch it out on these needles.
I know, we need the
And-
upgrade.
Yeah, I know, right?
We got to upgrade.
We need longer needles.
Yeah. Actually, I have a 40-inch cord that goes with the Caspians. These are Knitpicks Caspians.
Yeah.
You can borrow it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can borrow it.
So I can stretch it out.
Yeah, I think it's on one of my hats right now, but that hat's going to be done this week, so you can borrow that.
Well,
if
I
you- if
hope
you
by
need
next
it.
week this is almost done at least. I hope I really have it close.
You will. You're like I mean, like you had there was very little progress last week, and then this week it just shot out
Yeah.
into like a bigger shawl.
Like,
so you
I
did a
told
nice
you I was
job.
knitting like
I know
crazy
you're
at the
like
beginning
going
of the week.
strong, man.
But yeah, her knit along ends the 17th of this month. It'll be done by then.
Oh, yeah.
Totally
You'll be
done
done.
by then.
You'll be done.
But
And I can't wait to see the
I
whole
love
thing.
it.
It's such a pretty shawl.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm beating you.
That's all right. You're allowed. It's from interrupting from before. She's killing me.
Yeah, right.
I know.
This
Shut
is
up.
My Steel City Stitcher bag that I love. And
Yeah.
I could probably fit, I might be able to fit a sweater in there. This
That's
is
like a
the
sweater
large.
and a shawl size. Like
Yeah.
that's like a 3 project
Like,
size
I've got
bag.
my
She's
shawl
got
in
me
there,
on that
and
shawl
it's
size.
got plenty of room in there.
Yeah, I
don't
still
know.
really
It's a very
want.
dark, like it's navy blue interior, and but you can see, look, it's all the way at the bottom. There's like so much room.
Can you read the books that are on here?
I tried. Gone with the Wind,
The Young Lions.
Little Women.
Oh yeah, there's another Little Women here. It might be like a.
Yeah, here's the Young Lions.
There's real books on here.
There is.
It's real. It's real books.
So it's cool. This actually was a custom order from her.
Yeah.
So this is not one of her regular fabrics, but she will do custom orders.
And she's an Etsy shop, right?
She's in the Etsy shop,
Yeah.
Steel City Stitcher, and she got this to me so quick.
I still want one. I'm
so
like,
quick.
I keep saying like, I want, I want this, I want that, blah blah blah. I'm like,
And they've got the cool. Yours had a cool little pulley too.
I know.
I love how they do that. They put little pulleys, and I just love them.
I want all the bags.
She sends a pickle pin.
Yeah, I got a pickle pin too. Jamie's mom gave me a pickle pin. Oh, I was supposed to wear it. I forgot.
Do you want my pickle pin?
No, I wanted the one that your mom gave me.
But yeah,
so I can be
my
like,
mom
"Where'd they
has
go?"
a Steel City Stitcher bag. I bought her that one, and then she bought me this one, and she bought my grandma a Steel City Stitcher bag.
And I got a pickle pin.
We forgot the bags.
Yeah, so I'm like, not that, but I'm like, okay, I need to see what I get. There were like a ton of projects that I wanted to start this week so I could show everybody stuff, and at the last second I was like, oh, you know, I put the Chai-Gao interchangeable, like that super interchangeable lace cord set on my birthday list, and it's pricey, so I asked like 3 people to get it for me, like, you know, like combine and just get me one thing, and so I'm like, oh, I'm going to start this and that and blah, 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 and my birthday's tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't want to start anything because I want to put them on the needle set if I get it.
To wait.
Right? So, like...
So next week, if you get it, you will have a bunch of...
I'm going to have like
nice
30 whips. I know. I'm going to be like 30 whips, but it's all right. I did start one that I said I wasn't going to start, and I just started anyway. And I have it in my little... I think this is the small size. I know, I love this bag. Darn Yarn MN in her small size bag, which you could fit stuff in here. So it's really, I really love this bag. She actually put more. She had more in her Etsy shop this week with this print, and she did like they were larger, and the bottom was like a mustard yellow color.
I like the mustard yellow.
Yeah, it was like a stockinette stitch print at the bottom. It was such a nice combo, and I was like, you know, when it gets really close to your birthday, you can't buy yourself things, because what if somebody gets you something? So I was like, just drooling over it. It was so nice. So I'm working on the Rikke hat. Which actually got pretty far.
Yeah, you did kind of like them.
And now that I'm like, oh, maybe I did get kind of far. Because you know what happens? I start a project and I become like monogamous with that project. Because if I start a million projects, then I feel like nothing ever finishes. You know, and I lose steam. So like if I'm monogamous, then I'm like, oh, I'm almost done. And, you know, whatever. So I did this in Miss Bab's Kaweah DK in the Volcanic Eruption colorway, which is like, I don't know, my most favorite colorway right now of hers. I had trouble describing it the last time. It's like red.
But that's coming out like perfect, I feel.
This is, and
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
it's
hope.
coming out good.
It's like red and burgundy and brown, and like you think it's a fall color, but then it really does translate as like volcanic lava. It's really cool. And I'm not really a big fan of like garter stitch, like a huge amount of garter stitch, but it shows off the yarn really nicely. So the brim, I mean, it's just all garter stitch. It's just knit one row, purl one row, knit one row, purl one row. And you do like a very tight knit at the bottom for the brim, and then you just switch sizes. It looks huge, right?
It does look huge.
It's not. Ready? I'm gonna prove to you, and I keep trying it on because I'm like, is it really gonna fit me? As my noggin is tiny and this looks big, right? It's good. It's a great. Like,
oh yeah,
right? Besides this, that's what it's gonna look like when it's done. And you know, I gotta tell you, I would knit another one of these. It was like, it goes like that, and it's perfect. That garter stitch gives it like a nice thickness, which I need. Like, I don't look really good on, like the sock head hat. Like, it's too thin. The sock head hat is too...
good.
Right? Seth was like, it looks like you just cut your... Right? I should stop it right there. Oh. Like a squid.
What were you doing last week?
The crazy inflatable tube man from last week. This is like a squid. Halloween costumes. So I'm pleased with this. I would knit this again. And if you're new, this is a great pattern. Like if you're new to knitting and you're not comfortable doing like cables and all this crazy stuff. I feel like this is a great. It's a great for any level, but it's a really great knit because it you have to knit one row and then purl one row, and you're going to get like a tight garter. And for people who are learning how to purl, it's good. It's good for like learning your stitches. So you know, I will say, Miss Babs, I love Miss Babs. This base is not the softest.
Yeah, it's.
I don't want to be negative, but
it's a tougher.
It's a tougher.
It's tough.
It's tough. So for your head, no problem. I don't know that I would use this for something that went around my face. Yeah. You know, but it knits thick. For a DK, it knits nice and thick. So it's worth it for projects that you have in mind for something like that. Anyway, I love it. I'm gonna. This will be a hat that I wear. You know, so you don't always wear all your stuff. Sometimes you just knit something and you're like, I love it. It looks pretty, and then you don't wear it. I don't know. So next is our SIB segment.
Our SIB. Shit I bought.
Shit
Lovely language we use.
Or new stuff or whatever. Should I bought, should I've had that I'm finally going to use. Should Jaymie has. What kind of shit do you have?
I have this.
I got the shit.
So, I got Cascade Forest Hills. It is a fingering weight, although I feel like it's light fingering. It's very thin. So you see that there?
Yeah,
It's very thin. It says it's fingering. You know, it doesn't say it on here. I had to look it up online. It says it is fingering, and
it's similar to this. Like a light fingering.
Yeah, it's a light fingering.
Yeah. Like a good shawl. Maybe too light for a sock.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think it would be good for a sock. But for a shawl. It's good for shawls, garments. But, I went to Rumpelstiltskin Yarns in Sayville. I believe they have one in Huntington now, right?
Yeah, it's like our most local yarn shop to where we live.
Sayville or Huntington? Sayville,
Sayville.
right?
Yeah, Sayville.
Huntington's a bit. But, yeah, so it's like 15 minutes away from where we are now. So I went in there and I saw this. And it was, that price tag is still on it, $12.95.
Yeah.
And it has 785 yards.
Which is insane. That's a shawl size.
It is silk and merino wool. And I
Oh,
was
it has silk in it?
It's got silk in it.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
squishy, soft.
It's like half silk, half and half. 51 and 49.
Yeah. So I've never knit anything with
now I
silk,
want
never
it.
bought anything with silk. They had 5 left. I told you I was going to
Yeah.
buy you one, except they didn't have, this is the only gray one, and I'm like, sorry, Shannon, it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's okay. I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, oh, well.
So I looked online on websyarn.com, and it was $20.
So
$20 online.
That's
and
a deal.
That was a deal. I did not know it at the time. I was like, I just said, hey, 785 yards for $12.95.
It's a deal.
Sold.
Sold.
Sold. So I bought this, and I'm going to make a nice summer top out of it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put the photo up here because Jaymie has an idea. I saw it on your favorites.
Yeah,
and I
I've
was
got
like,
that.
oh,
But
that's
there's
so nice.
also that split back tank. Have you seen that?
Like this?
Yeah, like that. They've got
Have I
that
seen
too.
that?
I don't know. We'll put a picture of that here too, because I'll show her.
We got a lot of
after
stuff we
this.
want to do.
I will put it in the notes. I forget who both of them are by, but this is going to be a summer top of some kind. It is nice gray. I like the gray. So that is the only thing I bought, but I am very happy with it.
Summer top. Oh, I forgot to say who designed the Rikke hat before. It was Sarah Young on Ravelry.
Rikke hat.
Sarah Young.
I'm very happy with that. And it's so smushy.
And you're so smushy. I know. Well, when you plump it up like that,
Yeah.
you know.
It's so nice.
Maybe I want this.
You might want this.
Maybe I'll go to her and see what the dealio is.
Yeah, they had, when I was there, they had the silver one, they had a white one, and 3, like, a bright teal. And I was like, shit, I won't go for bright teal.
You know what, though? There's a new, I don't know if it's new. There's a yarn shop in Iceland.
It's the sewing and the
Yes.
yarn. Yeah, it's a sewing store, the new sewing store.
Yeah, but they have yarn in the back.
They have yarn there. Yeah, my mom actually just told me that. They used to, Granny's Yarn Shop, I think it was called. Used to be the yarn store there. I had never gone to it. And
Granny
then
was like the most amazing. Like, oh, I love Granny. Granny's Yarn Shop was like great, and like I would go in and she'd be like, you know, I'd have something in my hand that I already made or something that I was working on, and she wouldn't even say hello. She would just be like, I'm show and tell, and she'd like, and you'd put it on and she'd open it up and she'd be like, wow, oh, what are you gonna do? Blah blah blah. She was so sweet. I miss Granny's Yarn Shop. But we need more yarn shops.
We do. You know,
anybody want to move to Patchogue and open a yarn shop?
No, they don't. You know why? Because it's Long Island and the taxes are insane.
You want to do it
That's
anyway?
why we don't have a lot of yarn shops, because it's too expensive.
Yeah, well, the overhead for owning a shop is like outrageous. Anyway, if you could do it.
Yeah.
You guys want to come? We'll show you around.
Patchogue.
Gotta be Patchogue. So I have, it's not a new thing. It's like another Miss Babs that like I fought for in her booth at Rhinebeck last year. But it's whatever. I didn't show you guys yet, so it's, I have it in my Art Pillow bag from artpillow.etsy.com, my favorite non-yarn related bag. My favorite non-yarn related bag, of which I did buy another one, even though I said I wasn't going to buy stuff. Whoops.
Ooh, I like that.
Ha! This is Miss... And okay, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's Miss Babs, it's the Babette, and it is Hotshot fingering weight yarn, 400 yards, merino and nylon. 80-20. Superwash merino and nylon. And what color is this? This color is called Outstanding, and...
It is outstanding.
It sure is. I actually tried to kind of like duplicate a similar color to this just for fun, not to sell, but just because I wanted to see if I could get it like this. And I gotta tell you, it was pretty hard. I did it and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use Miss Babs. This color is just, I saw it and I was like, yeah, and just, I don't have a lot of colors that are like, a lot of colors like that. You know what, the other Miss Babs that I bought was similar to this. The Yowza colorway and the Holy Calamity was similar to this. I'm just thinking about it now. But I'm dying to use this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
This could be fun.
There's a shawl on my favorites. I think it's called the Meridian shawl. It's a two-color shawl, and you use like an extremely variegated yarn for one of the colors, and then you use a solid color for the other one. But the solid color takes up most of the shawl, and then this is kind of like an accent. So I don't know if I want to spend this on that. But I don't know. I don't know. I also said that we were going to try to do socks. I don't know if I want to spend this on that either. I don't know what to spend this on.
You could buy a pair of the clear Converse. You good?
We were talking about the clear Converse last episode, which basically, I mean, it's just like plastic. You see right through them, so you can see the socks that you're wearing. And so I had mentioned it last time, and one of our subscribers and one of my very loyal customers and the sweetest, Christina. Hi Christina. She had mentioned that she has them, and she was like, they are uncomfortable. And I was like, you know, when you think about it,
plastic shoes?
it's just you're wearing plastic shoes, and there's like no ventilation, and you're walking around, and like, they've got to be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, especially if you have sweaty feet. And
Ew.
I don't know.
But yeah, she had mentioned that they were uncomfortable. We were laughing about it. It's just so cute. I love Christina. So, I mean, God, look at that. Look at that right there. Huh? Huh? I can't, I gotta do something with this. And there's like,
Funny.
there's colors in here that you don't even see. I don't know what to do. If you're following and you're interested in, you know, chatting with us, let me know what you think. What can I do with this? And like, yes, I know you can make socks, like, but what would this look, what could this be that would do this justice, right? Let me know what you think, because I want to do something with this. It's been hanging out, you know? I got to do something with it. I really don't have anything else that's new.
That was all I had was that one yarn.
Yeah, it's 1 yarn each, new stuff. Where
Ooh, your hair was attacking you.
I told you. So, okay, what's next? We do have a couple more things, though. Maybe not new stuff.
We have dyeing stuff to talk about.
Oh,
But,
yeah!
let me just mention my spinning, because people have said they want to learn more about spinning.
Yes.
I am at the point now where I feel like I am spinning better on my little drop spindle. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to soak what I have.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I want to start a new one and make it look better. I don't have it with me. It's going to look the same as it did the first episode. It's just all wound up on my little spindle. I have to find a good video that teaches you how to finish it. Like, I know I have to wrap it around something, soak it, but then I think some people soak it without wrapping it around something and then hang it with weight on it. I just have to look into it better. Next episode, there will be spinning.
Yeah.
There will be. I've also been looking into wheels, like, and I asked about the spinning classes at Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, you did?
YouTube's gonna be my spinning class.
Yeah.
YouTube. But so I've been looking into things, and like there'll be more spinning.
Yeah, I want to see more spinning.
Yeah,
too,
there will be.
Because I don't spin. So I'm like, it's exciting that you spin because I get to.
You should try it. It's fun.
One
more thing.
I want to sew, and you want to sew.
I want to sew too.
What do
We want to do all the things.
We're just gonna do all the things,
All the things.
and never go to work, and you know.
Who needs work?
It's fine.
So.
It's gonna live in Janie's backyard and not pay rent,
Yeah.
and just make all the things.
Just have a tent.
This
There's
tent.
Enough room.
I'll live in here.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this
Oh, Jaymie says no. Jamie's like, this one? No.
This one's mine.
I'll just sleep on the floor. So,
But anyway, I've been dabbling in dyeing.
yay! And she's
Because again, all the
good.
things have to do
Stop.
to do all the things. So
I don't know. I claimed like one already. I was like, I really like
She
this
did.
one.
one is for Shanna. So I started off with the McCormick's food coloring, and then I have recently gotten Wilton's. Well, actually, I've had them sitting around for a long time. I only recently started using them. I don't know how other people do it, but I prepared it first in a jar.
Yeah.
So it is like super concentrated in there. It just looks black, except for like when you shake it, you can see it's teal.
Yeah, it's nice though.
That one's copper. You can put
And
that one
the
up
copper,
too.
the copper one is really kind of like a nice.
So
You could see it.
in boiling water,
I'm
you
trying
have to.
Yeah.
I don't dye in the pots. You know what? I'm a freak and I'm allergic to everything. I tried dyeing one skinny yarn in the pot, and I guess because of I don't know, like, I guess from it boiling and then, like, it had the wool in there and, like, the steam coming up, my sinuses went, no!
Well, you know, because, I mean, you're allergic to animals.
Yeah.
And, like, animal dander and stuff. And, like, yeah, okay, it's
like, knitting
not
doesn't
cheap.
bother me, and,
But, like,
like,
when you're
I can
boiling
take
it,
the
that
yarn
stuff,
and,
man.
like, and it doesn't do anything.
Can you do that again? No, with the sound effect. That's how you're supposed to feel yarn.
Yes.
That's how you do it at the yarn shop.
Something, I don't know, something
And then
about
pull
the
the top.
yarn in water and the
Yeah, something
steam
about it being
just-
all wet.
It didn't agree with me.
You know, like, I don't know, it really smells like you're cooking an animal. Like, when you're dyeing stuff, like, I immersion dye, like, 95% of my stuff, and, you know, it's hand-painted sometimes and speckled and whatever, but, everything goes on the stove or in the crock pot, so when it's really getting hot, boy, it stinks. Like, and I live in a basement apartment.
Yeah, it was very smelly.
It was
when I
stinks.
did it. It was smelly.
So in the winter, it's difficult for me. Like, I don't have windows, so I open the door and I put the screen door up and whatnot, and I just leave the door open. And in the summer, it's fine. But in the winter, it's really difficult because it's freezing. And I know Seth will come home and he just opens the door and he's like, "Oh!" I'm like, "Oh, sorry." She's like, "Oh, it stinks." I'm like, "Well." I mean, I'm like cooking an animal. You're boiling an animal. I mean, you're boiling, but
yeah, fur and all.
it stinks. But, so I want you to show them what you came up with because Jaymie's good.
Not that good.
Yeah, well, art majors.
I'm just playing around right now. So yeah, anyway, I do it in a jar in the microwave, and so I had to pre-mix my colors, boiling water, and pre-mix them.
Yeah. We
So
should
I
do
have them on
do
hand.
like a how-to day
Yeah,
like,
you should do a fun how-to.
Yeah, on a day that it rains and that we can't be outside, maybe we'll do like a how-to, like a basic how-to dye.
Yeah.
And I'll bring some of my stuff over, and I won't ruin any of your pots or anything. I use the acid dyes. So and Jaymie does it like opposite.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, with the food colors.
Yeah.
I have little children, and I don't know. I'm scared to bring the acid dyes around.
No,
them.
I don't blame you.
If it was just me and Ron, I'd be like, oh, let's try it. But
What respirator?
But with them, I don't know.
No, you're playing it safe.
I thought,
makes sense.
yeah, to play around and to try it out, the food colors, and people were like, you can't get you don't get super saturated colors.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Check this out. Like,
you can totally get
Jaymie mastered the neons.
Colors.
Her neons are better than mine. Not that I'm
and
but
it's not even coming out as bright as it is. It
might.
This was an accident. This was
but how that was awesome.
a rainbow accident, and I really like it. I enjoy it.
So yeah, I want Jaymie to shove all this stuff in the camera so that you guys can see everything. So that
that's the one Shanna's taking.
She says it like I'm like I'm
like,
taking this.
No, she saw it hanging.
No, Jaymie hates it, so I was like, I don't hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one, because you know what?
But I think we should trade.
Wasn't what
I
I
can't
was
just take
going
it.
for.
I don't want to just take it. I'll trade with you something. No,
I'll take
all right.
yarn. I won't say no to yarn.
But I want everybody who sees this stuff to see it and go in the comments below and say, like, open an Etsy shop right away because that shit is awesome, blah, blah, blah. But, so, I'm going to trade with Jaymie, but I want this one. And, like, I mean, good Lord, check this out. Like, I don't know, you guys. I love this. There's, like, the burgundy and the, like, copper brown and, like, there's, like, a little bit of speckles of blue and... This one's mine. But then I saw this one last week, and I was like, maybe I want this one. I don't know. So, I don't know. I just feel like maybe Jamie's going to get, like, a ton of yarn, and I'm just going to take whatever I want.
You know what this one almost looks like? Whenever I see it, I just think of, like, cookies and cream ice cream. It doesn't look like an Oreo ice cream. But it does. It's got blue. So, but that's a little different. It's got speckles of blue.
So now, I don't know, should you name stuff after certain, like...
I'm going to nerd it out. This is Misty Mountains.
Misty Mountain? That's right. You're going to nerd it out. What was this one?
That one didn't have a name yet. I just did that last night.
Playing in the Mud. That's what I thought. It reminded me of Playing in the Mud.
This one's Misty Mountains. Most of them don't have... Oh, this one.
This one is like my other favorite. I'm
going to still tweak it a bit. It's not exactly what it's going to be, but this is Jurassic.
How cool is that?
Because Shanna saw it and went, it's Jurassic Park.
I was like, that looks like Jurassic Park.
Which is another thing I am obsessed with. I love Jurassic Park. Maybe next week I will wear my Jurassic Park t-shirt.
Maybe I'll wear mine. Maybe we'll wear ours together. I have one too. Yeah.
So I have been in love with Jurassic Park since it came out, when we were 10?
Yep.
I've loved it. And all of the subsequent movies. Even the third one. Everyone's like, the third one's terrible. I'm like, no, I love it.
You know, I think anything that Jeff Goldblum is in...
Oh, well, yeah, he's wonderful.
A winner.
Oh, honestly, with me, I think anything that just has monsters and stuff like that. I love Pacific Rim. I love that movie. Independence Day, the Alien movies.
Cloverfield. Did you see Cloverfield?
I saw some of it.
Oh my God, see the whole thing. It's like Blair Witch style, but like, that was a great movie. Yeah. I thought it was good.
I don't know, I like things like that, like the monster. And Godzilla's, like the new Godzilla movies, I'm like, oh.
This one too.
Oh, this nice green one.
That one.
It's my favorite
color.
colors.
Come on now. So our job is to convince Jaymie that she needs to open an Etsy shop so you guys can buy all the goodies.
I might.
Because, I'm
thinking about it.
I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely fun dyeing.
She's great.
Yarn.
It is fun.
It's fun. Oh, this is another, like, super saturated green.
But, like, you get the saturation, like, is down pat. I have a little bit of trouble with the saturation because of the immersion dyeing. So, like, if I want something really, really saturated, I have to remove it, set it, and then hand paint it. Mm-hmm. Which, for some of my colors I do it, but, like, that's insane. And, of course, I want, you know.
She wants that one.
Like, I'm going to call it Playing in the Mud. I just think I love that, and I'm, like, really curious to see how it works out. It's beautiful. But those colors are pretty genius. She's got away. She's got away with it. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about our giveaways to our subscribers. So last week, Valley Girl, like totally, we're gonna like give you something for free. I won't do that again. So last week we had we were gonna have 2 giveaways. So as of right now, we are still not at 100 subscribers, which is fine. We will wait. We'll wait for you guys.
Yeah.
But we need you to subscribe so that we can give away the book that I forgot to bring with me because I had a horrible morning, as I mentioned before, and I just am all over the place.
We will put a picture of it. Yeah.
It is the Tiny Owl Knits, like small booklet. I think it's called, see, I already forgot what it's called. Forest Fairy Tale Knits. And you guys saw my notes. It's the Forest Fairy Tale Knits. It's 7 patterns by Stephanie Dosen. And we are happy to give that away to you guys.
And we are going to add one of the stitch marker sets, the Harry Potter stitch marker sets that I made.
Jaymie's going to
add. We'll show you, we showed you last week.
Yeah. We are like not
again next week. Yeah,
prepared.
I don't have them out here.
That's all right. We'll show you guys next week, or we'll put a picture up or something.
And you will get to pick which one you want.
You get to pick which.
And even if you don't like Harry Potter, we did. We're going to go inside, and you're going to do that. But even if you don't like Harry Potter, it's an owl and then just pretty Swarovski beads.
Yep. And in the color of your choice from the house of your choice.
Yes.
So you have to go to our Ravelry group and
that kind of goes owl knits.
I know. We're like totally like unplanned that perfectly.
Yeah.
So go to Ravelry.com and join our Strings and More podcast Ravelry group. There is a thread in there for the 100 subscriber giveaway, and all you have to do is answer a question that Jaymie provided, which is to just name your favorite whimsical or Harry Potter related pattern.
Very easy.
Very easy. It does not have to be something that you finished. It does not have to be something that you're working on. We want to hear what your favorite one is that you might like to try someday. Just link it. Link it right there in the comments, and then when we hit 100 subscribers, we'll go through, and I think we're going to use a random number generator for that, and the winner will get the book, Fairy Tale Knits by Stephanie Dosen, which I think I might even knit something. I'm going to try to knit something from that book before we give it to you, because I really like the bunny slippers.
Those bunny slippers.
So it's very exciting, so make sure you go down there and answer that question. And
our second giveaway.
Oh yes, we have another giveaway.
Our second giveaway is to name my hat pattern.
Yes! Name this hat. Okay? Jaymie
and you will get the pattern for free if your name wins.
Yes, if your name wins. This will not be a random number generator. Jaymie's going to look through all of the suggestions that you guys have, and she's going to pick a title for this pattern that she likes the most, and whoever wins that will get this hat pattern for free. And this is just a well done. I'm knitting this one again. I'm knitting this one again. I think we already have like 5 of these knit up.
I think as soon as it has a good number of people in there, at least maybe, I don't know how many.
We were saying tentative 2 weeks, and last week what we said was as soon as the pattern is published. But then I was like, that doesn't make sense. So we're going to leave it up.
We pick a winner.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a thread closing, but it's to be determined at this point, because right now people...
We have to see how many people...
Yeah, we need more suggestions.
People into our group.
Yes, we need more suggestions. We need you guys to participate. So, get on down there and do that. Jeez.
I think like 10 to 20. As soon as we have between 10 to 20 suggestions.
Yeah.
Depending.
Yeah, so hurry up and get down there.
I will pick one and...
Yep. We will email you this pattern. We'll written out. I mean, it's such a nice one, and I'm just going to knit another one anyway, so.
Good, you can help me take the pictures for it.
I will. I need pictures for, God, we should do a whole day where we take pictures here for Ravelry.
I am so bad. Usually it's just me going like this.
I know, right? Selfie! I know, I usually have Seth take my photos, and they come out okay. You know why? Because I'm always like, they need to be more artsy. Like, he just goes,
poor Seth is
click.
like, I
know.
Music.
I know. Seth's like, is your face in it? Boop. And then he hits the button, and I'm like, no, I want, like, the trees behind me. It's such high maintenance.
Of course that.
I know. I feel bad for him sometimes. Whatever. Okay, so I have one more. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Okay. I have one more issue that I want to discuss with you guys. And that is the issue of effing scrap yarn.
scrap
The
yarn.
issue of effing scrap yarn. I know everybody is making like the beekeeper's quilt and
the little square one.
the little square knit blanket
I know
and
what that is. I might do that one.
the knitting expat. I think she has like one that's like made of triangles. I forget what it's called. Oh God, I'll put it up. And they're all, I think they're all made with sock yarn. So I don't know. I get it. It's really in right now to do that with your scrap yarn, but I don't know. I'm not married to that. I feel like I have a cat and I have a dog, and if I make a year-long blanket that I've spent countless hours doing, that the cat's just gonna like gush it and then like puke up a hairball on it or something, and I'm just gonna be heartbroken. So I don't want to make one and then like drape it over the couch and like just like scare the cat away from it every time she goes near it. But I have so many scraps.
I don't have that problem. We have no animals.
I don't know. Can you guys see?
And it's layered.
This is 2 layers. Oops. This is 2 layers. I get so many scraps, you guys. So I know a couple of these like that are this size. I can probably do like color work mittens or like fingerless gloves or something. But this isn't going to be, well, maybe I'll make a thread in the Ravelry group about what to do with your scraps.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a thread in the Ravelry group about what to do with your scraps. And if you guys want to comment below, please do, because I've got...
That was Metal and Tosh, right?
Yes, I've got single ply, I've got DK, that's the other thing. The blankets and stuff, they're all one weight. So, like, what do I do with, like, these that are sport weights or DK weights?
This nice chunky one. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I've got, like, that's Malabrigo. Like, what do I do with all of this stuff?
You play with it.
You play with it. I was even toying around with the idea of doing, like, a mock scrap, like the scrap blanket, right? Just making a whole bunch of squares with different sizes, or with different weights and different sizes, and sewing them all together and making, like, a quilter's scarf. I mean, it would look crazy to wear out in public, but it would also kind of look a little, I don't know, eclectic and hippie.
Eclectic,
and,
that's the word.
Yeah, eclectic. So, like, tell me what you guys think. If you think that's a really good idea, or if you think that idea sucks, let me know. Or if you have any other suggestions about what to do with, like, 100 yards. I mean,
I like this one.
I can make softies, but I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of want to see how they work together.
What was this one? Is this yours?
That was mine, yeah. That was the Hazard. This is mine. This is a DK.
Pretty.
And I've got more at home. This is like, I have this ugly one that was like total oopsie that I didn't even feel good about selling. So I made a softie with it. Or
Oh, is that what the bunny was made of?
yeah, I'm gonna bring that next time. I think I want to do.
Yes.
I want to do like a stuffed animal segment.
Awesome.
Legacy Knits I had done a plushie softie knit along, and I thought it was such a good idea, and I'm so mad that they thought of that. And they did it a while ago. But I think we can still talk about softies. You have tons of them. That's what you got into knitting with.
Yeah.
And crocheting. Crochet segment. I want to do a crochet segment as well. So please subscribe to us. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. I think the crochet segment and the amigurumi softie segment will kind of meld in together. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll do that. We'll do that soon.
We'll do that. You want to do that next week? We could do our crochet next week.
Yeah, you want to do crochet next week? I
Next
have a lot of
week will be
crochet
a
stuff.
crochet.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a scarf
Highlight.
and a
we'll
lot of
try
amigurumis.
Yeah, we'll
It'll
try to
have
highlight
crochet in
crochet.
there. It'll have crochet
We just
in
don't
there.
have a lot of it. Not that, and we don't hate on the crochet or anything. I just
We knit.
we are like knitters. So yeah, I'm sure that we
Although,
could
I have
do
to say,
crochet.
I have
do
no
love the
softies at home that are knit.
really
Every softie I
everything's
made,
crocheted.
I've given away. Knit.
That's been knit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a softie that was knit, and actually, I have a ton from years ago, like the felted ones. Remember I did the felted ones? We're gonna do. Maybe we'll do a
You
softie.
did the grasshopper, right? Do you still have that?
The cricket.
The cricket?
I have a lot of softies.
You've got to bring the cricket in. That was amazing.
I know. Next time you guys see us, we're gonna be like covered with stuffed animals, just like in a pile
It'll
of
be
stuffed
wonderful.
animals, looking like E.T. when E.T.'s trying to hide in the stuffed animals. It's gonna look like that. So yeah, please send me your suggestions, because I'm just not feeling the blanket thing. I don't know. I don't want to be uncool. Like, I'm just not feeling the blanket thing. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's all that we have for you today. I have
I think we are done.
Yeah. Please subscribe to us and check out lambstrings.etsy.com because I had a shop update and I'm going to be having another shop update within the next few days. Nice stuff, you guys. So
Go check it out.
yeah. And thanks again for joining us.
Yes,
and,
thank you very much.
Yeah, we hope you come back next week. And
Comment, join our Ravelry group. And, yeah, we do hope you return.
bye. You can find us on Ravelry. I'm going to cut this because I'm like, what? I'm going to cut it.
That's fine.
Every time. I'm going to be like, let's just start over. Yep. Also had no friends.
Oh, shut up.
Right. Oh, I have to tell you all about that. All right, so see, and I have one now.
Yes.
Yay! And I still stink. Ready? I did it the last time, so you have to do it
I'm
this
gonna
time.
do it?
Yeah.
Alright, what is this episode for?
What is episode 4?